Today on National Insurance Awareness Day, we are going to discuss the importance of insurance as a financial security tool. Today is important because unforeseen tragedies can leave us with a lot of emotional and financial strain. It is easy to think nothing wrong can happen to us, but the ongoing pandemic caused by the outbreak of COVID-19 has shown us how uncertain life could be. The prevailing circumstances have again reinforced why insurance should be considered as a pillar of financial security by every household and business. On National Insurance Awareness Day, I, Tina Jen Kaushal, will take queries posted by you on our various social media platforms. Our experts at Ipso-Tokyo, who are stalwarts of the insurance industry, will answer all of them for you. Let me introduce the powerful panelists we have with us today. Surat Mandal, he is EDP, Head of Underwriting Team. Dr. Abhijit Chatterjee, EDP, he is Head of Claims Team.
Hello. Thank you. Hello.
P. Rajaraman, he is EDP and Head of Institutional Markets. Welcome to all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. I'll take the first question which we have got on Twitter. It has been asked by Rajesh Uppal. His question is, I am very safe driver and have had no insurance claim in the last 30 years. Does your motor insurance policy have some better premium for safe drivers? I'm ready to put any tracking device in my car to track my driving habits. Mr. Mandal, would you like to take this question?
I'll certainly take this. First of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Uppal. 30 years driving in Indian road and not a claim. So it's a major achievement, I should say. But nevertheless, safe driving always have its own bonus. So every year, your vehicle is getting no claim bonus, which gets added up. So accordingly, the premium goes down. Now, this is just one part of the thing which we have been traditionally practicing for last so many years. Now the things are changing fast, and probably the insurance industry is moving towards something which we call pay as you drive. So a lot of telematic devices are getting in, experiments are being made on that. So safe driving habits, the kilometers that you drive, and probably the driving time. So these will be some of the factors which will decide the insurance premium for future. I think since you are a safe driver, I'm sure you will get advantage of this when we introduce this in the market.
Thank you, sir. You have rightly said a lot of happening in the telematics sector. With this, I would like to go to the next question. This is by Akshi Malhotra, and she has asked us on LinkedIn. She is asking what will happen to my premium if I file a claim. Mr. Chatterjee, would you answer the question?
Sure. It's actually a very relevant question in the present context. What happens in most of the policies, like health is one of the important policies which are in force. If you take the policy for a particular sum insured, say if it is taken for 5 lakhs, and if there is a claim during the currency of the policy, and as a result of that claim, an amount of 1.5 lakh, the insurance company is required to pay to the hospital or pay to you the claim. In that situation, a good number of health policies have the provision where the sum insured, the balance period of the policy reduces from 5 lakhs to 5 minus 1.5 lakhs, that is 3.5 lakhs. So this is what happens in some of the health policies. Some of the health policies have the provision where, in spite of paying the claim of say 1.5 lakhs, you have the provision of paying an additional premium and taking the original sum insured back to rupees 5 lakhs. That would be the extra amount of the premium. That is one facet of answer of your question. There's another aspect to the whole question as such. That is relating to the concept of a risk premium and the endowment policies which we normally have in life insurance. Life insurance, the policies are usually for a longer period of insurance. they are say for a period of 10 years, whereas in general insurance, policy is usually for 1 year. In life insurance policies, when you pay the premium, in most of the cases, the premium gets added up during the entire period of insurance, and at the time of maturity of the policy, if there is no claim, you get the entire amount of the premium back along with the interest. Whereas in the case of general insurance policy, there is an annual policy. If there is a claim, you get the claim. If you don't get if there are no claims, your premium is retained by the insurance company. This is what I think is the answer.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee. I am sure it certainly answers the query. We move on to the next question. It is again on LinkedIn. And this has been asked by Rajesh Uppal. He is asking, there has been a lot of threats of earthquakes being shared by many. Do you have some insurance which covers theft and earthquakes? And is it expensive? Rajaraman sir, if you could answer this question for us, because it is very relevant given how many earthquakes we have fought in recent past. This would be very genuine query all of us having.
Greetings, friends. Mr. Uppal, it's a very timely question because a number of small earthquakes have hit the national capital. Yes, we do have a very comprehensive policy and we simply call it all-in-one home protector. This policy actually has various sections, almost 15 sections. It takes care of not only your assets, but it also takes care of your personal liabilities. Because of your home, if some liability is falling on you, and that is covered. As a conventional policy, this is taking care of all your needs as an individual who owns a home and some things as well. So, do not much deliberate on the details of the policy because most of the sections are conventional. But the two important factors that I would like to highlight is home is a place where a lot of assets are there. This policy has a very unique feature where during the time of marriage, when all the assets, we do a lot of purchasing, everything is there. So the sum insured automatically gets increased to 15% of the value that you have chosen. We know that during marriages in India, the house value of valuable items are purchased and kept at the home. This policy automatically covers that. Similarly, the new age homes, they have a lot of plants, trees around. This policy also covers to the almost 50,000 where trees or plants are destroyed, which you have carefully put money in growing. These are very unique and new features that are coming into home insurance policies. The last one that I would like to highlight is the loan protector. So if you as an individual have taken a loan and you have a fall or you have an accidental injury by which you are immobile, then the loan protector is also part of this policy. So it's a very comprehensive and good policy. The servicing of this policy is also very simple. Language is not as archaic in the old insurance policy. Simple language. It is called an all-in-one home protector. I'm sure if one of our agents can get in touch with you and give you the details further on these policies.
Yes, sir. I move on to the next question. This is from Akarsan Selfie. It's written, top-up in health insurance is a buzzword these days. Does IFCO Tokyo provide any such total plans in the health policy? What is better opting for? Full-fledged insurance, that is comprehensive plans or top-up plans? Mr. Mandal, if you could share some thoughts on this.
I think it's a very, very interesting question, particularly in today's scenario because we have been seeing some issues related with the current pandemic. So a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of queries related to this. Primarily, what we would suggest that you should always have a policy which covers the base liability. And on top of that, you should go for a top-up policy for a higher amount. The advantage of having splitting it into these two policies is, whereas the base policy is little costlier because it takes care of the ground-up liability, the top-up policy takes care of the balance liability where the possibility of a claim is relatively lower in that layer. Consequently, it is much, much cheaper compared to a base policy. Ideally, what we would suggest that it should always be a combination of base and top-up. or just in case you are an employee of a corporate or government where the company takes care of your current health insurance up to a certain level, it is always better to have a top-up policy just in case something goes wrong, so that the balance amount can be taken care of from this layer.
Sir, on the pricing front, how top-ups are better than comprehensive plans? Are they very cheap?
It is substantially cheaper, I will put it like this. For instance, if you go for a 5 lakh policy for your family of 4, and if it costs, say, somewhere around, say, 20,000 rupees, if you want to have a 10 lakh policy, probably that price will be somewhere around close to 30,000 rupees. But if you go for another top of just 5 lakh, on top of 5 lakh, only you can get it at half the price. So effectively, you can save almost 50% of the amount in terms of top-up policy, rather than going for a growth-up policy from the ground.
Huge saving, I should say, at this time. The next question is from Isha Anand, and she's writing, we are looking to buy health insurance for a family of 3. It includes her husband, and 7-month baby. What should be considered while selecting one? If you could tell us what one should consider while buying a health insurance policy.
Sure. Isha has a very, very relevant question in the current scenario. First of all, we've reached a time where health insurance is a kind of a prerequisite for every family to take. And the right time to take a policy is when a person is less than 40. And that is the time one should be thinking of taking the health insurance policy. What one should consider while taking the health insurance policy is that the kind of a city which you are living in, how expensive is that city? That's one aspect. Because a treatment in a metropolis like Mumbai or Gurgaon will be costlier for the same treatment in a smaller place like Bhopal or Allahabad. So the city which you are living in is an important factor for consideration before buying your health insurance. Second factor which is important is the insurance company's reputation and the image about their ability to settle claims in case there is a claim under the health policy. There are insurance companies who are really, they do a lot of business, but they are not so friendly at the time claim arises. Fortunately, amongst the insurance companies, IFCO Chowkis and insurance companies have an image that it pays. If the claim is payable, it pays all its claims without any hassles. And therefore, such consideration also is an important factor. Another important factor is the number of hospitals with which the insurance company is having a tie-up, the cashless treatment. More number of hospitals the company is having a tie-up with, the insured gets a larger option of getting their treatment done without spending any significant amount from their own pocket. In the case of cashless treatment, the insurance companies are directly making the payment to the hospitals directly. Another factor which is important is that in case the person concerned has suffered from any ailment in the past, that needs to be declared, and so that the insurance company is in a position to know that what has been the history of the patient in the past. That helps in the proper determination. And these are a few factors which help us, which help the insurance company. These are the few factors which help the proposer also to decide. It is always better to buy. There are two kinds of cover. One is the individual cover, and another is the family floater cover. So, here, suppose that you have stated that you have a family of 3. One option is to go for 3 individual policies for the 3 respective members. But for a young person, for a young family like yours, we advise that you can take a floater policy. There, all the 3 members will be covered at a significantly lesser premium than as compared to the policy if you take it individually.
Thank you, sir. That was very informative answer. The next question is from Rajan Mehta. He's asking a very interesting question, the question which we often have confusion about. He's saying, how does one estimate the right amount of insurance cover for himself? So the first, buy the health policy, but we do not know how much sum insured we should buy. So, Rajaraman sir, could you answer this for us, because this is a very relevant question for all of us, how to decide on the sum insured.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rajan, for raising this. It's a very, catch-22 situation, because insurance has a cost to it, and younger people feel that they are very healthy. Therefore, the eventuality will never come, and probably the money that goes to insurance can be utilized in other pleasures. But I would still say that we should try as an attempt, we should always start our insurance very early in the Western countries. If you start your insurance early, there are two reasons. One is you don't really need to look at a sum insured, because you know relatively for the next 5 years on a medical front, there is no larger risk for you. Therefore, you start with a smaller sum insured, a smaller payout. Every policy, like what is available in the market, it has a feature where you do not claim for 2 to 3 years. There is a cumulative bonus that adds on to your policy. If you start a policy at 1.5 lakhs, in 2 to 3 years time, it goes up to 2.5 lakhs. Therefore, the price remaining same, you are able to gather more sum insured for yourself. That is one part of it. The other aspect of taking a sum insured for an individual is, like, it could be the sick that you are in, but more importantly, what is the kind of risk that you take and the kind of medical expenses that could arise for you. Definitely, you have to take inflation into account, and fairly reasonable sum insured should be in the range of 3 to 5 lakhs looking at the market condition now. The amount is not, it is a recommendatory amount. It has various other factors to go into it. For instance, as an individual, it is fine. And when a family is coming in, and like today's pandemic situation, you can imagine an individual or a floater sum insured may not be sufficient, because when a pandemic strikes, it also affects the rest of the family. It is possible that one individual is affected and the other two in the family also get hospitalized. You have to be taking into all these considerations and the cost expenses that are going up. If you combine the two, the sum insured that you feel will be a commensurate to the amount that you would be able to spend for insurance should be the right value.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from Rohan Uppal. He is asking how to choose a health insurance policy in the time of coronavirus. I think this is a very relevant question which we all have been facing with. So, Mr. Mandar, if you could tell us how to choose the right policy, considering we have got COVID-specific policy also now in the market.
I think, probably the awareness or the requirement of an health insurance policy has become more predominant, because we have been discussing corona, day in, day out. So that is one of the factors. But the basic idea of having a health insurance policy is always there, irrespective of whether corona is there or not. My suggestions here should be, you should always have policy covering everything what potentially can have major expenses on you. So whether it is corona, whether it could be an accident, whether it could be something unrelated, medical expenses which you never thought about it. So this is one. Now, in terms of deciding whether how much sum insured, I think we have already made some suggestions. We got some suggestions. But the factor for corona is has got a different dimension, because there is a very high possibility of remaining families also getting affected through that. So it is certainly. So keeping that thing in mind, probably the amount of sum insured that we need to decide for our family as a whole needs to be reviewed once again, and ideally we should consider a decent amount which should take care of any such eventualities where every member can effectively get covered under insurance policy. That should be the thought process, the current scenario.
Thank you, sir. Another question is he has been asking, I have all my jewelry in my bank locker. Can it be insured? That is, if you can tell us if the person can insure just standalone jewelry in the locker.
Yes, I mean, welcome such a question. Our company, in fact, has come out recently with a bank lockers policy where one can insure the jewelry which is kept in the locker by the person, and it has a certain very small additions, features. It says that you can keep jewelry up to say 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs, but each individual jewelry, if it is more than 10 lakhs, it needs to be valued, but if it is less than 10 lakhs, it can be straight away declared in the proposal form and covered. It does cover the risk of, in case there's a burglary, there's a damage to the locker through external means. As a result of that, there is a loss to the contents of the locker, and that is covered to the extent of the sum insured of that particular item insured. The recent policy which we have developed, and the price also is not much and has easy claim settlement procedures. So we believe that this will be very handy for an insurance public to insure the contents which are usually kept in the locker. I mean, besides jewelry, one also at times keeps some documents in the locker. That those documents, also the cost of the reconstruction of those documents are also covered. So a good policy, a good initiative taken by the General Insurance Company come out for the policy at a very nominal price.
And as a panel member, I would like to just add here, there are two beautiful features on this policy. One is, the policy can be not only taken by individuals, but people who maintain lockers. So banks and NBFCs who maintain lockers for their customers. So both the kind of individuals can take this policy. And the one feature that we need to understand in this policy is even an infidelity, because of which there is a damage or loss to the jewelry in the locker or any item in the locker. Infidelity by the employee of the bank or the NBFC or the people maintaining the locker, that also stands covered. So it's a very wide and comprehensive policy, and like Mr. Chatterjee said, only one of the unique products on display from Ipodum.
Thank you, sir. We have been receiving more questions, but given the paucity of time, we will answer them directly on our social media platform. So on this National Insurance Awareness Day, we have provided solutions to most of your queries. We look forward to have more such sessions in future. I want to thank all of you for posting your queries on our social media platform, and want to thank special thanks to all our experts who have taken time out of the busy schedule for this panel discussion. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much, all the panelists. Thanks for your time.